When I think back to my lowest moments in life, I immediately think back to the times that things didn't feel happy and things didn't feel sad either, where things just felt numb and gray and just meh. I think back to the times where I would be sitting on my couch or my bed watching YouTube, not really being able to laugh, just kind of watching it because I was searching for something, some kind of excitement, some kind of like temporary happiness. But like I said, it just all felt empty, and no matter how much I searched for this feeling, I could never find it. I think back to the times, the countless weeks, where I'd be overthinking, what if when she said this, what if when she did that, she meant this, or meant that. I think back to the times where I just felt alone. No arguments, no laughter, nothing. Nothing at all. And all these lowest moments had something in common. And it wasn't just the fact that I would be closing myself off, or because that doesn't solve anything. I mean, it only really gets you more numb. But it was the fact that I hadn't been living with an open heart. All the times where I felt my lowest moments, the way I've gotten out of them, when it came to depression, I would just practice being more positive. When it came to social skills, I would just show more love to other people. All those times where things just didn't feel right, I fixed them with just being positive and approaching them with love. And then over time I learned that to get out of all these places, to get out of this numb state, just to live with an open heart, even when, especially when it hurts. And this means you love with everything you do. Everything. When you align yourself to love, everything aligns itself to you. A couple weeks ago, when my YouTube channel kind of took off, and then after like 8 months, 8 months, got to 121 subscribers, then in the span of 8 days, I got to like 1,200. It only really took a shift. And that shift was, I took out all the fluff and I started just approaching these videos with love, just speaking with all my little imperfections. And when you live with love, again, the things that you really want this whole time, all these little things that are missing, that feel like are missing, they come to you. Now, there are 3 stages of feeling love. And the beginning is, well, just feeling it plain. Something happens to you and you feel positivity, you feel love because something's happened to you. That feels great. And then the second stage is you do things to give other people love. You just do little acts of kindness or little things that just feel good. You give love. But then there's a third stage that ties everything all together. And the more we can align ourselves to this stage, the more we can love in this way, the less we'll be inclined to chase these instant happiness, this instant pleasure almost that we're just searching for. The more we align ourselves to this third stage, the less we will feel like there is something empty. And that is to become love. And it sounds funny, it really does, because it's not something you can explain. It is something you just are. And you will fall in and out of this stage, in and out. But once I kind of felt myself aligning myself to this stage a couple weeks ago, things started to come together, as they will for you too. And things just start to make sense. And then eventually, after grace gives you its gift, even when you're giving your gift, living with love, you will fall back to that second stage where you give love, you try to give your gift, but then the third stage you don't feel it anymore. You're not love anymore in the way that you were before. And you will fall in and out of this stage. And if you try to constantly go back to the third stage, that's not living with love. That is not being love, because you are not satisfied with who you are right now. And it all comes full circle, because if you are not satisfied with who you are right now, you will never, ever be able to move on to the next step. You will always feel like something's missing, because really the only missing piece is yourself. Without conscious loving, without being that love, there will always feel like something is missing, because there is. Live with an open heart, even when and especially when it hurts.